candlelight to classrooms, from chalkboards to screens, from memorizing to understanding, from listening to exploring.
Version after version, the system updates.
Each era has believed to have found the best way to learn. Each era has prepared the next update. This is a journey through moments when education leaped forward.
Haben Sie nie darüber nachgedacht, dass es auf der ganzen Welt nur einen einzigen Weg gibt, einen Menschen dazu zu bringen, etwas Bestimmtes zu tun?
They say learning is the path to the light. Yet we walk to the university before the sun rises and leave after it has set. If learning is light, we seem to meet it only in the dark. The classroom smells of chalk, damp coats and firewood. We sit in long rows, pens ready, eyes forward. The professor speaks, we write. He knows, we record. This is learning as we know it, to gather what others have discovered, to carry knowledge carefully from one mind to another.
We copy sentences with care so that we don't lose a single thought. Sometimes my hand moves so quickly that only later my mind catches up. But when I walk home through the cold streets, my thoughts continue the lesson.
Those thoughts wander beyond the lecture. They ask questions that were not spoken aloud. They connect ideas in ways I do not yet have words for. Is learning only what is said in a hall, or also what grows quietly afterwards?
Today, I've filled pages and pages with notes. And yet the most important thought came to me while I was putting my coat on to leave. What if learning changes over time?
What if one day students learn not only by listening, but by exploring? Not only by recording, but by discovering? Maybe learning is not only the light we are given, maybe learning is also how we learn to seek it.
Something happened in Estonian schools that no one really knew how to explain. The computer was no longer in the principal's office. It was inside the classroom, and no one really knew what to do with it.
They called it the Tiger Leap, but it didn't feel like a leap at all. It felt like a slow, beeping crawl into the unknown.
But this was the moment. This boy had no idea he was sitting in the most important classroom in the world. Not because of the computers, but because something shifted inside the people in the classroom. The students were curious. The teachers were brave. When Estonian education leaped, they leaped too.
They thought they were teaching children how to use computers. What they were really teaching them was how to think without limits.
They thought computers would make students lazy. The opposite happened.
At the time, this was just homework. But history will remember it as a beginning. Because the children of the Tiger Leap grew up. Some of them built Skype. Some of them built Bolt. Some of them built Wise. What started as dial-up noise in a classroom became a country of startups. And one day, not so many years after the dial-up noise,
The school did not get cancelled. Instead, the school changed its address. The classroom fit into a laptop. The teacher fit into a square. And the students stepped into a new digital era.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You're on mute.
Oh, one moment.
No, but we see your dog.
Who's sharing their screen?
I'm not sharing my screen.
We see your email.
Oh, one moment again, one moment.
Oh, I think I live on the screen right now. So the homework is...
Excuse me, where were we?
Where were we? That much we know. But where are we now?
Excuse me, what was the question?
Where are we now?
In 2026.
Why do they need you?
Why do they need who?
You, the teacher.
To teach students how to ask better questions. How to know when the machine sounds confident but is wrong. How to think with it, not copy from it. How to be creative, curious, and so much more.
We were told the answer had to be right.
100 years ago, we thought that the only truth is the lines professors say.
Interesting.
But now?
Now the questions have to be good.
So the gears switch. Systems update. From writing everything down and memorizing it as the only truth to asking the right questions instead of knowing the right answers. This is not the first time something like this has happened. In 1996, Estonia launched Tiger Leap, a national leap that brought the internet into schools and reshaped how a whole country thought about learning. Tiger Leap wasn't really about computers. It was about mindset. And now, Estonia and the whole world stand at another leap. AI in every classroom, every question, every pocket. As systems continually change, what does it mean to learn and teach in the future? When knowledge is instantly available, what is the role of a teacher?
What is the role of a learner?
Are questions more important than answers?
Can curiosity become the most valuable skill?
How do we prepare minds for a world that is constantly changing, expanding, and connecting in ways we cannot yet imagine?
History has a way of repetition. That much we know. Myths and historical data confirm that everything goes around. Like the famous phoenix, a bird that burns itself to be reborn from its ashes, we are standing at a simple truth. The core of education is about the curiosity and creativity of the human mind.
Curiosity is also why a child will press the red button in a room immediately, every single time, even if the sign says do not press. And when the button is pressed, something new begins. Not chaos, not collapse, but learning.
But maybe that is not the essence of the problem. Maybe the problem isn't the red button at all. Maybe we've spent so much time trying to protect the world from change that we've forgotten something important. Change is not a surprise. It's a pattern. We don't need to predict the future in detail. We already understand its rhythm. Every generation has its red button. Every generation hesitates. And every generation presses it anyway. And what happens? The world does not end. It transforms.
Ideas collapse, new ones rise. We stumble, we learn. We rebuild and emerge wiser than before.
History has shown us this time and time again. We are not fragile creatures standing on the edge of disaster. We are adaptive minds, capable of growth.
So perhaps the task is not to guard the button. Perhaps the task is to prepare the hand.
To teach courage instead of caution alone. To teach thinking instead of memorizing. To teach responsibility alongside freedom.
If we know the button will be pressed, then let us make sure the ones who press it understand the weight of it, the wonder of it, and the possibility within it.
Because the future doesn't belong to the most cautious. It belongs to the most curious.
As the world shifts, expands, and reshapes itself once more, let us remember.
Education is not about preventing change. It's about preparing minds to shape it.